morning. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. As your girl Tanisha Shanae, we're here with another episode of Morning Inspiration with Friends. We're here every morning, 7 a.m. ish, Monday to Friday, Central Time. And today is going to be a good one. So, Monday and Tuesday, we've been speaking about changing your mindset, renewing your mindset. And today, because yesterday's conversation, we dived into good morning. I know it be ish. I know, but I be trying. But yesterday we started the conversation in ChatGPT, and so I want to share my screen. Today's going to be a demo day. We're going to actually watch. We're going to look at two prompts, okay? And I'm going to choose one of those prompts, and we're going to, as if I am the person that is in the transition, or I'm at the fork in the road, and I don't know where to go. I'm not sure go left, I should go right, or I should stay, I should go back. Like, we just never know. And so I know that there's a lot of people that are like anti and AI, and trust me, there's good and there's bad in everything that's out there. Um, I do work in ed tech, so as an ed tech person, I actually do and have done a lot of training with ChatGPT and other AI tools. So I'm not afraid of it. I understand that it's only going to be as good as what you put into it. And so many people don't realize that, right? But I did just see, literally, as I was about to press go live, I did see someone had posted an article from 3 days ago. ChatGPT CEO recently said people that share personal information with the ChatGPT but don't know chats can be used as court evidence in legal cases. So we're gonna just put that disclaimer out there. I feel like that was just necessary. If you out here doing anything shady, suspect, illegal, you might want to be careful. Okay. If you are here cheating on your spouse, don't be telling Chat GPT and then your chat end up in the divorce proceedings. Okay, you've been warned, but we're not having those kind of conversations. Okay, so I'm trying, because I know sometimes when you share your screen, the bandwidth, the Wi-Fi. So let me try to do something right now. All right, so let me share my screen. So again, this is a working session. This is me actually walking you through. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share the two prompts that I came up with. And those two prompts will give you an idea as to what you can do for yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm sharing my window. Here's my window. I cannot see the chat right now. So matter of fact, let me. All right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch it from YouTube, and this way, at least I can see the YouTube comments. So at least I'll see something. All right. So Bola, I see you. So if you type anything, I'll be able to address it. So here are the two prompts that I came up with. So the first prompt is like a mindset reframe prompt. And that is going to help you to, like, you go into Chat GPT, like, I'm struggling with this, either it's a thought, a situation, an emotion, and you want Chat GPT to help you to reframe using a faith-based, because I do everything with God. I'm just gonna making this larger for you. Using a faith-based growth mindset lens. So the example that we have here is, I'm struggling with feeling like I'm behind in life. Help me reframe this reframe this thought using a faith-based and growth mindset lens. And you can just pop that right into Chat GPT. The one that I'm going to use, and I like this because, again, I'm into self-reflection. So sometimes people, you need the questions in order for you to move forward. So ask me 5 deep questions to help me uncover what's blocking my peace or clarity right now. Keep it gentle but thought-provoking. You can tell ChatGPT how you want it to respond to you. I like to sometimes be like, look, be honest, be real, but don't be disrespectful. Okay. Don't be. So now I'm going over to ChatGPT. I will put out the disclaimer. I do have the plus. So I do pay for my ChatGPT. So I don't want you like when I had the free version, I can say sometimes I felt like the responses were kind of vague. When I went over to the pay version, I did kind of start seeing things a little bit different. So, you kind of have to figure that out for yourself. But the free version, I think, is still just as important. And definitely, if you have any questions about this, please drop them into the chat. I would definitely address them. I do see the questions. So I'm in a brand new chat. And I'm just going to paste that prompt directly into ChatGPT. So because they're going to give me 5 questions, I get to choose, or I can just go ahead and I can answer all of them in the actual same chat. Or you can say, look, I want to start here. So again, I'm not going to be giving y'all like my full details, but I'm going to answer the question so that you can kind of see like, where does these conversations go? All right, so what unspoken expectation am I still holding of myself, others, or life that might be quietly exhausting or disappointing me? Oh, that's a very deep question. Where in my life am I seeking control, but what I actually need is trust, release, or surrender? Mm. What am I what am I avoiding feeling or confronting because I'm afraid it will change how I see myself or someone else? All right. So these are some good questions. Which question do y'all think I should answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, Bola. These are very deep questions. Like I'm sitting here like, dang, like I gotta answer this like live on YouTube and Facebook. All right. So if I could speak freely without fear of judgment, what would I admit is hurting, heavy, or hard right now? Okay, I think I can answer this, right? So I'm just gonna like tell ChatGPT, I am going to answer. Luckily, I do type pretty fast. Number 4. All right, I'm going to answer number 4. Oh wait, Bola said number 5. Well, I already. All right. What version of me am I being loyal to, even though she's outgrown the space? I like number 4, but I like 5 too. Let's see if we can do both of them, Bola. Let's see if we can do both of them and see how fast I can type. Right. So if I could speak freely without fear of judgment, what would I admit is hurting, heavy, or hard right now? Right now, right? So you just gotta just be honest with yourself. And I'm not gonna go too deep because of the fact that we are on live. But I do just, and you can take these questions too, right? You see that they're still on the screen, so you can definitely copy this and go through these questions yourself. Good morning, Paula. I'm watching you on my phone. I can't see the screen right now. Right now, I can speak freely without fear of judgment. I am to truly use my gifts. The best teachers and speakers. Sorry, when I type, I get a little focused. So talk amongst yourselves. Oh, you know what? Open up ChatGPT, and you need to take some of these questions too. Or take that same prompt, and I'm gonna actually put that prompt. I'll put both of these prompts in the chat. Let me do that for y'all real quick. All right. So the first chat. So that's the ask the 5 questions. All right. And then we're gonna do this one. So you can always come back to this video and you can always look at the different questions, right? So let me go back to mine. I'm tired of being tied to a job. Now this is not fully like my reality because I'm not tied to like one place and never having freedom to do much outside of paying bills. And again, this question is like, you're speaking freely, like abundance is definitely my portion. Right. So this is what I put. Okay. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Right. So it's reminding me that in this particular case, that I am not just naming a desire, right? It's taking you to a birthright. So sometimes, depending on your mindset, you're going to read these things and words are going to come up that you might not utilize right now, right? And that's the part that I want us to be okay with, right? So anytime that you're making a transition, you're transitioning into becoming a new person, you're changing your lifestyle, your mindset, your body, your vocabulary starts to change. And so you can learn the vocabulary as you're going through this. Right. So you can start to say, you know what, I never seen like what's a birthright? I'm telling you, I literally can sit for an hour, 2 hours, and I can dissect as a chat GPT, and it's like, you know, when you say it's a birthright, unless it highlights what a birthright is, it's like, can you explain that to me? Like, how do I know that this is my birthright? What does that actually mean? Okay, let's reflect back to what you just spoke. So it highlights what I said, and you know what, you're right, you are one of the best. I'm claiming that. I do believe that you have been faithful with the small, you have sown the seeds. It's okay to say I'm ready for my harvest. Here's a gentle follow-up question to go deeper and open the next door. See, so it's going to take you on a journey. Everyone that does this, you are going to have a different outcome. Okay, but it's going to start. So you see how this conversation is continuing. It's not just staying in that first question or those first set 5 of questions. You're now going to continue to go through a journey. Like literally, you're going to see this can probably end up being until 8 o'clock Central Time, right? If abundance was already flowing to you every day, what would your days look like, feel like, and what's one small way you can start embodying that version? Great question. All right. So I would. All right. So I would wake up at 5 or 6 a.m., depending on where I live, because I don't expect to have just like one house. And that means country, state, or city. All right. And y'all know me, that's already my reality. Like, I don't be expecting that. All right. I still want to go live daily on YouTube. I see Paula said, "Oh yeah, it's a great cheerleader. It absolutely is." Right? Again, because I want to really envision this. So Jelly Bean's a part of my life. Jelly Bean and I. Um, so I wouldn't mind doing coaching. Like coaching to me throughout the day or doing like learning sessions. I would not mind doing that for about 4 hours in a day. So like that'll be like my afternoon, late day afternoon, and then you just kind of like go with that. So you know, I would with my husband and I enjoying a nice dinner on the deck. You know, so I gotta put like the reality of what I really want. So I do want a husband. So my husband and I are gonna have a nice dinner on the deck as we reflect on our day and our future together. Right? So just something like that. Again, if I had more time to like really, this would take longer, right? So this is me just like putting in some of the key highlights, right? And then it's going to look for themes. So it saw what they call it? That's not a soft Monday, not a soft morning, an easy morning, lazy morning. I forgot the term, but it's like you have like a very gentle morning. You're not getting up, you're not rushing, you're not like panicking. You can exercise, you can meditate, you can talk to God, you can pray, right? You can have your coffee, and then you go live. So you really want to like kind of give him more details. Right, you didn't just describe a schedule exactly because we don't want a schedule. We want a lifestyle, right? You painted a life of flow, love, and legacy. It's already in motion. You're not chasing it. It's meeting you right now because you're naming it with clarity and readiness. The clear that you are with your vision, what you really want with your life, is going to help you to really paint this picture. And then what it does is, and we can stop here, is that it can give you an affirmation that you can say, right? And then it can give you another journal prompt that you can continue to build on this. So, like I said, I just wanted to show you how you can utilize ChatGPT as a way to have conversations so that it can help you to really start to articulate that. The one thing that I noticed a lot is that a lot of people are not able to articulate exactly what it is that they want their life to look like. They're not able to articulate exactly what it is that they want. So this is why God cannot give you everything that you desire, because although he knows what your heart's desire, you still got to be able to be like, Lord, this is what I want. Like, we can't be afraid. This is the reason why we are seeing in this society, there are some people who go after every single thing that they want with no hesitation. They're not afraid of it. They're not sad. They're not upset. They're like, I want it and I'm going after it. I believe it. I claim it, and they do everything that they can. This part is very important. The mindset is going to always be the most important part. So I'm coming back over here and I'm going to stop sharing my screen because, again, I just want to. So I just hope that this gave you a little bit of understanding as to how we can use ChatGPT, how we can get into this mindset, right? Of how we can develop the type of life that we want. Renewing the mindset, it takes a lot of work. And so often people, what I've noticed is that some people, they will just get a journal and they'll just start writing. And it's really not, there's no structure to it. They don't really know what they want. Like I said before, they don't know what they want. So they're just saying these things, right? They're using these words and they don't know what the words mean. So you can use ChatGPT to kind of help you to formulate an understanding. So if you like, look, that word, remember, it has said birthright. A lot of people don't know what birthright means. So you can go say, you know what, ChatGPT, that word sounds very intriguing, but you know what does that really mean? Can you help me understand that? You can do it that way, or you can just keep going and answering the different questions, and then it will continue. Like I said, the fact that ChatGPT gave us 5 questions, that's going to be a good hour, 2-hour session, because you're going to go through each of those questions, and then it's going to continue to help you to build. So whether you're using the first prompt, so remember this was the first prompt that I had put up, right? I'm struggling with insert your thoughts, insert the emotions that you're feeling. Help me reframe this thought using a faith-based and growth mindset lens. If you are not faith-based, that's fine. You can change that, right? And then the second one is, sorry, ask me 5 deep why is it not showing? Ask me 5 deep questions to help me uncover what's blocking my peace or clarity right now. Keep it gentle but thought provoking. So you do want to kind of guide. This is a AI tool. So you do want to kind of guide it and let it know, like, look, don't be too harsh on me. But some people might need that. Some people might need that raw. Like there's actually something that I'm working on, and it's called the raw, honest questions that the raw, honest, hard questions that you need to answer. And if you were to go into ChatGPT, you're actually instructed to tell ChatGPT to be honest and raw with you. So, however that looks for you is going to be a difference. So, like I said, I wanted to share this. I wanted to do a live demo right here on Morning Inspiration with Friends, so that you can have an opportunity to see. If you are one of those people that are like, Tanisha, I don't do ChatGPT, I don't know nothing about that, I don't play with AI tools, I'm gonna encourage you, give it a try, right? Everyone can everyone can definitely get a free account. You don't need to pay for it. I have the free to have the paid version, but for a very long time, I had the free. ChatGPT is not the only chat box out there. Right? It's not the chat AI. You also have Gemini. You also have Copilot. So I think Copilot is with Microsoft. Gemini is with Google. Yeah. So you can go to those as well. Like I said, I work in educational technology. So my team, we do a lot of this. So they were the ones like 2 years ago that really were like, no, we're gonna tap into it. Cause I was like that. I'm like, I don't know, I want to use ChatGPT to be helping me identify and go into my deep thoughts and all of the stuff or any tool. But once I got started to seeing what it can do and how it can, because again, I look at how individuals, how they go through a process. And a lot of times people don't know the questions to ask themselves. Again, those hard questions, a lot of people are very afraid of. They don't want to ask those questions because it's too hard. So it's like they're going. So now if ChatGPT pops it up there and it's one of the only questions, like those 5 questions that ChatGPT, those were all deep questions. It took me, I was like, wait, like I wish, I mean, because I didn't want to do it beforehand and just show y'all. Like I really wanted you to kind of see like in the moment. But you can actually see how each question, you might have to step away and kind of like ponder on that for a little bit and then come back. I also know that some people they will use the app version of ChatGPT and then they will speak to it. So if writing is not your strong suit, you can also speak and you can just train. It will transcribe it into ChatGPT. So that is also another option if you have the mobile app. But there's so many different ways. Now the beautiful part, and the one thing that I want to encourage, and I want to offer this to you, is that if you go to the link in the description, I have a discovery call. If you want to take this a little bit further, let's have a conversation. You start this conversation with ChatGPT, and then we can take those findings, and now we can see what and how I can support you to get to the next phase, to start achieving that goal that you really want, right? Yes, thank you, Paula. I'm so happy that you mentioned that. And you can set privacies on chat so the chat is not shared with OpenAI. Thank you. I did not mention that. I did mention, I think you had came in, ChatGPT's CEO mentioned in an article just as I was about to go live that if you're using ChatGPT to share personal information, it could be utilized in court proceedings. Like your chats could be utilized. So don't be in there confessing nothing crazy, right? Whether it's shared or not, don't even because if all you need, and then somebody had posted that in like as far as like divorce proceedings, so don't be out here having a whole sneaky link, second life, second family somewhere, and you telling ChatGPT how do I budget and balance both of them in ChatGPT, and your wife finds out, baby, them chats is going right into that court. Okay, so please be very mindful of that. So I think this is the perfect opportunity. Yeah, I totally forgot about the privacy settings. Yes. So thank you, Paula. So yeah, like there's so exactly the internet is open source, and even when people are paying for things, right? Paying doesn't mean that it's 100% secure. All right. So we also always have to go through, even like with social media. Social media, they also have settings that you can go in and you can like hide certain things and hide certain information about yourself that a lot of people never go through, right? So that's also very important. But yeah, so I hope that you found this purposeful. Like I said, if you want to get on my calendar, please go to my link trees. The first tab is book a discovery call, is 100% free. And then you and I can have that conversation. It will be extended to 30 minutes, 15 minutes to go over what ChatGPT said to you is probably not going to be doable. I'd rather you have 30 minutes and we can kind of like dissect that and then figure out if there's a way to move forward together, or just kind of give you some suggestions on how to continue to move forward. Also, don't forget, please check out my new blog. I have been working on getting my blogging back, and my blog for this particular week was about the mid-year check-in. So I put the link in the description and I put the link in the chat. So if you are watching on YouTube, you're going to be able just to click that and go and read my blog. So if you are in a person, like, again, this is all tying into like that mid-year. I know what 2 days, and 2 days is August, right? So we're in the second half of 2025. We still got goals to tackle. We still got things to crush, and you still have time. So whatever is blocking you, we got to get that unblocked so we can continue to move forward. We want you to end December 31st, 2025 strong. Okay. So save this video, share this video, because I think this video would help some people. And if you're not following, hit that subscribe and make sure that, come check us out. I'm back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Now, tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. So if you are brand new here, every Thursday, I do play a Throwback Thursday message, meaning that this is a message that I have been doing this and speaking inspiration online since like 2015, 2016. So I have a lot of different gems. So I want to bring those older messages. So every Thursday I do a Throwback Thursday. So please, and if not, come back on Friday. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to finally show y'all the tool that I've been working on. So Friday, if this really intrigues you and sparked, you want to be back here on Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time, because Friday I'm going to show you the tool, the AI tool that I started to work on, that really will be a game changer in helping people to renew their mindset and move forward and finding their purpose and their true calling. So I see Paula and Bola in the chat talking. Yes, we got to work on our Q4 mapping. We got to work on our Q3. Right, I'm still in the middle of updating my Q3. I don't care that that August is in a few days. I still got time to make some things happen in third quarter. Right, we don't never have to waste any time. I've seen people do amazing things in less than 15 days of the last part of that particular quarter. So just imagine what we can do when we are intentional. So thank you. Share, and I hope this was definitely helpful. I'll see you all back here live on Friday, but don't forget, stop in tomorrow and check out Throwback Thursday message. Have a good one. Be well on purpose, with purpose.